So picture this, you walk into your favorite coffee shop and the barista is in a bit of a mood and they roll their eyes at your custom coffee order. Later, you pass a fellow hiker on your favorite trail and they don't return your friendly nod. To top it off, you find out you've been passed over for a promotion at work. Your mood's been thrown off track, hasn't it? And guess what? It doesn't help when you hear that politician you can't stand making decisions that really grinds your gears, or when the weather's either too hot or too cold for comfort. We often think it's these external triggers that determine our emotional state. But let me share a different perspective with you. The emotions you're feeling, they're all you. Sure, the barista's cold attitude might have triggered something within you, but it didn't cause it. That emotion was already within you, lying dormant, waiting to be brought to the surface. Think back to when you were a kid. Maybe there was a time when an older sibling or a classmate rolled their eyes at you. It made you feel small, didn't it? So now when a stranger does the same, those feelings come rushing back. In the heat of the moment, you're not consciously connecting the two, but your body sure is. It remembers how it felt back then, and it reacts the same way. What happens next? Well, you might feel embarrassed, maybe even angry. You fantasize for a second about tossing your hot coffee at the barista. You don't, of course, but you storm out of the shop mad. The barista, they probably didn't give it a second thought, but for you, the day's ruined. Here's the thing, the world will always have its fair share of dismissive baristas, career disappointments, and politicians you don't see eye to eye with. And whether you like it or not, you carry these emotional patterns with you wherever you go. They're like your silent companions. They even seep into your closest, most cherished relationships. And here's where it gets tricky. It's one thing to shrug off a barista's attitude, but what happens when these emotions are triggered by the people we love, like a partner or friend? This is where we need to reconsider how we handle our emotions. Take, for instance, your partner loves mountain climbing, but heights aren't really your thing. Just the thought of them up there all alone makes your stomach turn. So you ask them to call you as soon as they make it to the top, believing that this will keep your anxiety at bay. Seems fair, right? After all, you're a team. So here's the catch. If your entire emotional well-being is hanging on that phone call, you're basically offloading your emotional responsibility onto them, which is neither healthy or sustainable for that matter. At the end of the day, you're the one in charge of your emotions. No one else and nothing else can take the blame. Like if you're allergic to cats and decide to become a cat sitter, you can't blame the cats when you start sneezing, can you? Being a cat sitter just isn't the right role for you. So if you're curious about training your nervous system to react to emotional triggers in a way that aligns with who you aspire to be and not who you've been conditioned to be, consider checking out my Fundamentals of Fulfillment contemplative training program. Alternatively, you can also attend my upcoming free webinars around this topic and several others, including mindful visioning and how to access your intuition. Just sign up for my free email newsletter using the link in the description box below to find out the details. Remember, you're not stuck with emotional patterns that you didn't even consciously choose. Here's to you taking control of your emotional destiny. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.